Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got the weapon mod currently equipped in my character's hands here. This is called the Marlin Model 336, or 336 I guess. It's called the Lockwood Mark II in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and this is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 version, not the old Modern Warfare 2, but the new Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty gets confusing name things. I guess since, you know, Microsoft owns Activision and Fallout now, I guess it's all under the same umbrella anyway. So we have what is a lever action rifle here. A little bit weird on these running animations. We're going to show the death claws here because they're fighting each other. I just happen to hear them anyway. It does look like a nice looking gun, right? I think it does look texturally nice. Some of the animations are a little bit weird, but they're directly ported over from Call of Duty. You can do some weird things here with the shooting. So if I shoot this gun and if I like un-ADS really quick, it like kind of like hops back in my hand, as you see there. And you have to do a full reload every time, which is really inconvenient. But it is a powerful gun, obviously. At base here, just kind of popping those death clouds. But as you see here, we have the long reload too. This is your empty reload, which takes extra long in Call of Duty. And we have to hit that reload every time we shoot the weapon. One shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 rounds every time. But I love lever actions, okay? That's like, the lever action rifle in the base game is one of my favorite guns because I just really love that animation of pump action shotguns, lever action rifles, lever action shotgun, whatever. Love lever animations. And this one is very smooth. Looks really nice. Very clean lever action stuff. It's Call of Duty. It's one of my favorite guns in the Call of Duty too, because this is a gun that could, like, if you hit in the upper chest head area, you get like a guaranteed one shot. Boom, somebody's dead. Boom, somebody's dead. And then it shoots fairly quick for a one shot weapon. And it's doing pretty good damage here in Fallout as well. We'll see how it goes as we kind of look into it here. So you can craft this weapon for yourself at the chemistry station. I know that's a big positive for a lot of you folks. Big positive for me too. It's got its own section here. So you need gun nut 4, so you're going to not be very early on in the game when you do this. But you also need 7 adhesive, 4 aluminum, 5 plastic, 1 rubber, 6 screws, and 6 steel. Not too bad in terms of requirements. The perk requirement's a little bit of a higher one. But for gun nut 2, for 8 lead, you can craft 30, 4570. I don't know how you say it. 4570 ammunition. I believe, isn't that the regular ammunition they use for the lever action rifle? But I mean, you can craft a ton of ammo very quickly. We have well over 1,000 now. I don't have a regular lever action rifle, I think, on me right now. We'll show off that animation that it's doing cool in a second. Do I have a lever action? I just want to compare it. If I don't, I can give myself one and all this stuff. But I should have a lever action. I love that gun, right? Like, I usually keep one on me all the time. Just because like I said, really do like lever action animations and stuff. So where's my lever action rifle? I don't have one. So I'll give myself one here. Real quick, like, I'm going to go in here, Cheat-More Portable, a little behind the scenes stuff. I got to go to downloadable content, Far Harbor. One of the best things about Far Harbor, right, is they added the lever action rifle. So just a regular lever action. Well, mine shoots .44 because mods, but I believe it's the 4570 by default. So if we compare these two directly, so let's look at these animations, right? So for a second, because that's a big part of this thing. That's a put away, pull out animation. It comes with a nice spin and lever pull too. Like, this is a lot of animation here, but it is nice. Okay, I think that is really cool. To be fair, I know some people think, oh, that's too much, it's too tactical or whatever. This is our regular lever action rifle, you know, your Far Harbor one. Looks very similar, to be fair, but like worse. This has at least works with bullet counter reload though. See that? I shot once, I reload once. That counts for something. Okay, they definitely need to make this Marlin model 336 have bullet counter reload. But the sounds of this are Call of Duty sounds. The animations are Call of Duty animations. It's just have a little bit higher quality, I think, right? In terms of running, even the put away, the pull out animation. We're going to compare the weapons directly too in terms of damage output and stuff like that. So this Marlin model 336 compared to the lever action rifle by default, this shoots 44, but we can they changed that because of a mod I have apparently. But even then, we get up to 195 damage. So let's see what the maximum damage we get off of a receiver here is. Or I guess nothing. So where's our damage? We just don't have receivers? It's like a lot of things here just don't exist. Never mind. I thought this weapon, I mean, it's gonna okay, it has some attachments. That's cool. But we only have, so okay, that's a little. I mean, I'm a little bit flustered for words here, and that doesn't usually happen to me. But this just feels like a little bit undone. This is not a finished. It's not a finished weapon. Like, one other thing, I mean, I always complain. I always do complain when Call of Duty guns get added, right? Is that they have attachments that actually do things, but this just doesn't have attachments. It has attachment slots too, like where you would put stuff. but nothing is here. The only thing we can do is change the barrel, which we can do here. This is integrally suppressed barrel, which is cool that you can make it suppressed. Obviously important buffalo barrel for super long range, right? Like, but none of this increases the damage. We're just essentially messing with a range. We can make it lower range. But really, I think the integral suppressor barrel is the thing. But nothing else you can change. No stocks, no camos. I'm sure it's probably to keep file size down too, as part of the thing. But that's it. You get a barrel. No pistol grip, no receiver, no nothing. We're doing 150 damage. Now this lever action rifle I have here goes all the way up to advanced. We can do an integrally suppressed barrel thanks to the attachment pack. That does have a reduced range in comparison to the weapon we currently have. But you can put like a heavy barrel on there, like a bigger, longer barrel. You have stock options, you have sight options, and obviously it's kind of a sniper rifle. Long scope makes sense, and you could put a suppressor on there. So comparing these two now, right? 195 damage, 206 range, 150 damage, 155 range. Slightly higher fire rate here on this Marlin Model 336. And it's got lower accuracy. It's just, I mean, it's just kind of worse. Like, if you look at it like that, like, it's cool because it's got cool animations and stuff, but like, it really needs some attachments. I'm actually flabbergasted, you guys. Like this lever action rifle, long scope, snipe people off. Bullet counter reload works with this weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that reload by nature is faster. Now this technically has a slightly faster rate of fire. It definitely feels faster, and it's got like cool points to it. Okay, the animations are cool, but you can't put a scope on there. No bullet counter reload, so you're gonna be in for that the entire time. Every time you want to reload, it looks better while shooting. It does. It has a way cooler put away animation, way cooler pull out animation. Like all the animations, cool points you get here, but it's actually just a less functional lever action rifle. Does less damage. I mean, besides, I think the fire rate is enough, like, to be cool. That's gonna be cool. We're gonna spam fire it like that too, and we're gonna compare it directly to the lever action. I just like, I'm confused here. I'm gonna look at this right here now, like, cause I'm like, did they say something about it not being done? And I just didn't read that shit, because I am actually at kind of a loss for words here about why this is like this. I just downloaded this today too, so I hadn't even done any testing into it. I equipped the gun and made sure like it shot and it wasn't like fundamentally broken. But yeah, it says craft the permissions. It is compressed and ported. Yeah, but there's no mention of like, you know, attachments are coming or whatever. It's, as you see here, it's 96 megabytes. It's a decently large weapon mod. It sounds really nice, so even suppressed, it sounds way better. So it's cool points for sure. And I definitely think it looks better. The model is better, the textures are better, the sounds are better, the animations are better. But by having no attachments, it loses some functionality value. You can't put a long scope on it. You can't put just a regular suppressor on there with a long barrel. You can't. There's so many cool things you could do with this. You could make it so it has like a longer tube, and then that therefore gets more rounds. I mean, obviously without bullet counter reload, that just means you're reloading for even longer every time you reload. But like, you could, because that's something they do in Call of Duty. I'm trying to think of other Call of Duty attachments. They have levers that are faster though too. You could make the fire rate even faster. Just steal that from Call of Duty, change some numbers, make the fire rate faster. I don't know how exactly modding weapons works, but like, there's cool things you could do. But with no attachments, it's going to become hard to recommend. Let's see if it can win out on cool points and just function well enough with its kind of like base values. The thing about it though, I guess, that is positive is you don't have to have, well, I was gonna say, you don't have to have a huge investment into the gun nut perk to craft a bunch of cool attachments, which you have to have gun nut for anyway, just to craft the weapon. So it's a deal where like you do need gun nut, and it's not like at least when you craft it right away, it's like functionally as good as it's gonna be, minus whatever barrel you want to put on there. You want maximized range, you want to suppress it. You can make a short barrel, I guess. I don't know why you would though, but you could do that. Let's go test it out in some combat. We'll kind of test the two of them out together at the same time. We'll mix and match, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, everybody, we're going to go around here. There's a raider here. He doesn't know I'm here. He's dead in one shot. So, I mean, like, functionally, that was good damage. We're going to get into high combat areas, because we're really going to test out that fire rate. But look, I reloaded here. And it was kind of on accident, because I have to think about that now as, don't do that. It's bad. Because without bullet counter reload, it really is the thing hampering it and holding it back. Now that fire rate is good. That super mutant went down like a bag of dicks. I know that's a funny expression. I like saying things sometimes. My tongue do like saying the things, the words that are funny to me. more super mutants here. This is a building full of these motherfuckers, so we're gonna sneak a little bit. We do have it suppressed, so we don't have, like, sneak attack critical should be good with this weapon, but without a scope too, some of these areas of downtown Boston are gonna be pretty tough to deal with. That's a chain door. Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for announcing that everybody that you're here, character. Okay. Now there should be. There's a hound there. That was still one shot though. These sneak attack criticals should pop off, and we should be able to shoot them. But like our accuracy at range here is really bad. Now I can get a critical here. Absolutely annihilate that super mutant anyway. But like, hello? Nope, you're not doing that, bud. Hipfire's really good too, though. That's one of the things about the Call of Duty one that is really good. Reload. 95 right there is pretty good, and we can, you know, hammer those shots out there. But like some of these mutants behind cover, I'm pretty good at the shooter games. I'm not trying to float my own boat too high, but something like this would be beneficial. I could scope in, right? I could see like just the edge of this target, peek out right there, boom. Still one-shotting, right? It's not like this gun is actually more powerful. That guy way up there, right? I don't. There you go, hit him. Now they're freaking out, but like I don't know if I could hit that shot. Like I'm a pretty good shooter, and maybe I could, but that's a tough shot. Now, penetrator perk is a hell of a thing. But it is a deal. We're gonna keep going around on the ground too, and we're gonna mix and match here these two different guns. Now I do think there's value to the gun. I just think it would be so easy to make the value even higher. The Raider right in there, right? That's an easy headshot. Turret. Everything's still just, and then if I reload, it's 1-2, and that's as simple as that. You know, I just hit the hipfire shot. But I do think the downtown Boston area is kind of designed behind having scopes in it. Like you're gonna have to aim at some targets that like are hiding behind cover and stuff. Get those headshots. That extra damage does get you kills more often than it doesn't. Like these kills are a lot easier for me to get. Not that I can't get the kills with the other gun. This increased rate of fire is beneficial. So, oh my frames. But it's also like this running animation is a little bit weird. It's a nice animation. Like in this situation here where there's lots of targets and they're ghouls and they're rushing and stuff, this is where we get the most benefit from the fire rate. But even then, you do have to kind of temper your shots a little bit. Vast accuracy is not nearly as good. So if we go back here to this lever action rifle, right? We're getting like 93s at this range. And that's a ghoul dead, right? There's another one dead, 95. Another one dead. Right, and then we go back to this one, and we're trying to like VATS at anything. If you use VATS at all, 55, miss. 57, miss. 61, I got the hit. It took me 3 shots though. Like in comparison to what took me, I was like guaranteed one-shotting these ghouls to the body. And then we have a long reload here. But there is situations, definitely situations. I definitely think there's spots. I mean, that's 95. This is, see, it still has a pretty good range, right? But I think you're losing out on some of the benefits of the lever action rifle, especially because you're trading it for the cool points. I brought that up earlier in the video. That is framey as fuck, dude. Excuse me? I don't know why my game to be framing. Hopefully it's not causing huge issues in the video. Jesus Christ, though. It is absolutely falling apart in its frames here. The running animation is just kind of juddery, though. That's part of the deal for sure. Downtown Boston is notoriously bad for frames. The Xbox Series X power is still not cutting it. You know, it is one of those things. But yeah, in these situations where you're noticed, and you can get quicker follow-up shots. So maybe if you don't have very good accuracy, this might be the gun for you. But then again, I think a scope is going to help your accuracy more than having that extra fire rate. And it's not like a humongous increase in fire rate either. I really want to mention that. It is faster. It's faster than the numbers say. Like 7 versus 6 doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not. Those numbers aren't that different. This is much quicker. It's probably at least almost twice as quick as the other lever action rifle, which is good, and it's got cool points, right? But to download a mod that is essentially like just the cool version of a gun that exists already, I guess I'm not saying in the vanilla game because it's the DLC weapon, but in a non-modded weapon version of this weapon is probably functionally more effective and more customizable and stuff, right? This is definitely a situation where we're relying on the fact that we can spam these shots with our iron sights here, and it's always iron sights. They're just so surprised, man. I'm just kind of blown away that a mod would be added with this little amount of attachments. Now these are the robots here from the Automatron DLC. I don't want to fuck with this too much, but like taking some looks down here. not humongous vast chances. Like that eyeball, look at that 21%. That's kind of nuts. And I can hit that shot. And technically my quest is to eliminate the hostile robots. I'll get to that eventually. Not really. I don't actually play Fallout 4 anymore. I just cover mods. I got too many other games to play. It's kind of one of those things. How old is Fallout 4 now? It's pretty old, okay? Tell you what. I had a chance to play other games, right? Not saying that this game is bad. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. But I don't actually play it anymore. So I should get back and doing that. I should play it at some point. But yeah, back to the gun. I think it's a cool gun. It's definitely cool points. The sounds are amazing. The animations are amazing. Just imagine if it had attachments. And then it would be easily, highly recommendable over the lever action rifle. Now, we covered this, like I said, this is called the Lockwood Mark II in Call of Duty. We covered the Lockwood 300, which is the double barrel shotgun from Call of Duty last week. And that gun added severe amounts of functionality over the double barrel shotgun that's in Fallout 4, which made it very worth using that over this. This one's harder to recommend because it has barrels. And that's it. No sights. I mean, you can at least make it a suppressed barrel, but no other attachments of any variety at all. Does that make sense? And the lever action has scopes and all these other things. Now, the lever action doesn't sound as cool. Sounds more suppressed. Even the lever animation is worse, for sure. Bullet counter reload works, though. Functionality-wise, scopes are really good. Scopes are really important, I think, in Fallout in general. So, you know, if you're into the cool points of this gun, where you just really want to, like, spam shoot it, like that, and be prepared for a long reload. But if you do want to just spam shoot a lever action rifle and have really cool animations with really good high quality sounds, right? This is the mod for you. It's still one of the best lever action animation sets I've seen. Call of Duty do be nailing that kind of thing with their gun animations, but it does need some attachments. It just does. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of the Marlin Model 336 or the Lockwood Mark II, or depends on what you want to call it. There's definitely some stuff up here. Blow flies at 37%, huh? From that far away? I'm just gaining attention at this point. Just like, please come for me. There's a 56. Still miss. I'm looking at the closeness of the... Like, I gotta reload. The reload's really quick, too, though, to be fair. I got the 85. Once they're close enough, it's like a close range lever action rifle, which is interesting. We did one shot the legendary. The damage is good. It's not quite as high as a lever action rifle too, but ooh, a handmade shotgun. Got to cover that in a different video. It's a different mod. This just happened to find a legendary variant too. Very cool. This is a good gun. It's just not as good, and it definitely has. It shouldn't be an option. Like, a modded weapon should just be better than vanilla guns. That's the whole point of modding things into your game, I think. But like I said, let me know what you think. If you do want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.